Привет, друзья! С возвращением на канал Златонус мы продолжаем с вами проходить Hogwarts Legacy. Мы остановились с вами в тайной... Можно ли сказать, это тайная комната? Ну, в общем, в комнате с каменными стражами. Первая моя попытка, по одолению их оказалась мне удачной. Что, Азкабан, что ли? Да, скорее всего. Да. Ой, ёкарный ты бабай, надо что-то как-то думать. Пока они идут, в принципе. Вот так вот попробуем на расстоянии. Надо собрать. Ой, зараза. Так. Ой, зараза. Вау. Их ты! Главное не упасть. Ей! Молодец, Сав. Давайте больше это не. У меня больше нету лечения.
It is a book after all.
Катсцена. Что ты нам расскажешь? О. Здесь больше никого... Хотя нельзя говорить. Здесь больше никого нет. Ни здесь, ни в этом мире. В мире полно магии. Кто вы? Как будто бы... Добрый волшебник наколдовал дождь. Зачем они это сделали? Why? Что-то она задумала. Та самая.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bacall?
Руквуд.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I
Okay.
was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient
Индус, наверное.
magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few.
Строгая тётя.
As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Ой-ой-ой. Что-то с ней не так. Определенно с ней что-то не так. Хотя, может быть, это мое воображение. Не, ну определенно. Спинным мозгом чувствую. Ах, Хогвартс. В тебе кучу загадок. Мистики. Как говорит один мой друг, мистик. Давай, грузи игру, призрак.
Sebastian.
Что за... Ну ладно.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Ой, ему можно
Oh,
верить.
Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Вот жалко, здесь нету того. А, стоп, что?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Ну, тушить огонь мы еще пока не умеем. На всякий пожарный, а вдруг... Никого. Опачки! А где тогда? Ну-ка, карта, скажи мне, что это такое. Не скажет. Квест.
Levioso! Incendio!
Оу! Не, ладно. Тоже будет. К этому вернемся еще. А, уже почти утро. Стоп. Какое почти уже утро? Но пока никого из студентов не видно. Потому что это раннее утро. Вообще никого. Ну-ка. А, с тобой ничего не делаешь. Сейчас опять ждать. Begin quest.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It
Oi.
was a book we were after.
Ой-ой. Ай-ай. У тебя будут неприятности.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Ажиотаж. Упс, страничек-то нету.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Он расстроен.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Oh.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Вообще нам надо бы найти Себастьяна и поблагодарить его, что ли. Заданица. Так, мне нужна карта. Так, что это у нас? Тау. Так. Па-па-па-па. А, это еще не открыто. Ну-ка, студент command room. Забыла на телефоне выключить звук, чтобы не отвлекали.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Так, надо send you an all post quest to meet her in Lower Hamlet. А это вот это. Или нет? А, world map. This is the world map, most of the map. Ок. Окей. Так, Hamlet is small. Так, this is the Hamlet. Well, field. It put me up. What? Blue flames, side quests, and collect. Explore, you will remove 400. New dungeons. Oh. Bandit. Any other location. А, такие. Rolling. Cast. Incendio on enemy. Так, понятно, ща. Явно не он. Хотя вряд ли я его здесь найду. Ну, поизучать не помешает. Так, ладно. Что у нас там за задание? Что? Или нет? Я что-то не поняла. Что? Лютик. Так, home map. Блин, походу надо будет. Так, сейчас по квестам еще раз посмотрим. Так, ну да, надо сначала. Это неизвестно, что ли? Ну ладно, сначала с этими двумя. Или лучше сначала на гербологию. Так. Давайте на гербологию. Я так понимаю, это куда... Во-первых, ближе, а во-вторых, по уровню куда лучше. Лучше. Что я говорю?
I hear Upper Hogsfield is lovely. There's something in there. I just know it.
Так, А где эти головы? Не здесь, да? О.
Rebellion.
Ну, мало ли. А мы, наверное, выучим здесь. А может, и не выучим. А, не знаю.
You can't imagine.
Собирать растения. Прикольно. Прежде чем начнем, ну-ка пошуруем наверху. Кто шепчет? Ну ладно. Вернемся в классную комнату. Начнем урок. О, какой ми... Прелесть. О, Себастьян.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is
Garlic?
to see you again, Lenore.
Профессор
dear.
Чеснок?
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
А, мандрагоры.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Может, не надо было их всех сразу вынимать?
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
Для мышки надо больше места.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Она сумасшедшая. Она сумасшедшая, раз обожает до такого безумия своего.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Что?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Прекрасно. Стоп, стоять.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Так, значит, здесь будем... Здесь, значит, будем выращивать ингредиенты для своих... Короче, ингредиенты для своих зелий. Хоть меня перебивать!
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Кого-то она мне напоминает. Рыжая лесобелка.
The edges mustn't curl and turn brown like that.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead.
Ну ладно.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Chomping. Прыгающих.
Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your thing. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Что? Attack. Chomping cabbage. Как? Hold tab. Oh.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Sure, but it's just a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen.
Deathcap.
Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Взорвалась. Мы, пожалуй, возьмем еще. Действительно полезная штучка. Кактус. Можно было сократить? Почему вы любите такие сложности?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Klopp.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Сам быть не очень-то по растениям. Don't care much for plants, honestly. And what I can do.
Thank you, Professor. But looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labour. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Болтушка.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Так, теперь. Теперь. Это Potion Class. Давайте в Potion Class сходим сначала. А потом уже отправимся за пределы Хогвартса. А вообще мы какого уровня? Где это? Что-то это... Мы 9-го. Когда это я успела саббы так прокачать? Налево. Здесь где-то сокрыт сундук.
Revelio.
Дамблдор?
What am I missing? Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Люмос, говорите?
Do come and find me.
Ну-ка.
Something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
My older sister.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Black only looks out for the pure blood.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Oh. Где она там? Сейчас скажем.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Так, возвращаясь к задачам по... Что-то отвлеклась я. Квесты. Так. У нас еще какое-то письмо. Интересно. Инвентарь. Понятно. Так, potion. Вот она и где. Сейчас разгадаем. Такс, это у нас 11. Это 2. 11, 2, 13. И нужно получить 21. 8. Нам нужно 8, да? Ага. Так, здесь у нас 17. Это фигулька у нас получается. Это у нас 5. 9. 5. Нужна единичка. Ой, где она? А где вторая?
Revelio.
If it's seeds I'm after, I'll always go for that.
Так сразу.
Soon be welcoming me back to dogweed and death.
Я надеюсь, не разучилась считать. Я разучилась считать. 5. 5 и 9. Это же будет 14. То есть нужно 2. Математика не мой конек. Пять. 9. А!
The last time I was at
Сейчас, погодите.
Madam Green had everything from Disney seeds to
5 плюс 9 это 4. А, ну да, 3 нужно. Не спрашивайте меня, как я вообще даже университет закончила с высшей математикой. Вообще не спрашивайте. Тарелки. Шарфик. Ой, мамочки. Дуб дубом.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Что? Кто? Зеринцы?
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Ура!
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
У него здесь уютно.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Наконец-то.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Надеюсь, получилось. А, мышка. Про застревает под клавиатурой.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
А, это, господи. Я думаю, что за кружочки? Ой.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant!
And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you.
Weasley.
Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Не думаю, что хорошая идея.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Знаете, насчет зельеваров-то, что можно сказать? Они знают, что где у них находится.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
A well-prepared witch or wizard. There's a few potions.
Get outside of shop horse. We have this. We need to be shop's back. You need to know station where allow us to join those not already been watching shop floor. Come with the new edition. Шарфик. Как это интересно. О, перья. Они нам не нужны.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss Mc... Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Так, a potion that it drinks defense by covering them with rocky skin. А, типа каменная кожа. Интересно. Подождем. Никуда не торопимся. Дон.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon dung!
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot.
Well done, Gareth.
Так, а чё?
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Potion.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Да, слушайте. Небольшой, скажем так, фриз в задании.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
Hello.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Так.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Да, тут надо подождать пока.
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of the...
Текс! Далее, что у нас по списку? Встретиться с Нати. Так, стоп, что у меня там? А, я нашла новые шарфики. Ну ладно. Теперь получается...
Stirred clockwise.
А, ну вот, да, сюда. Стоп! Вот туда. Оу! Открой дверь! Поющие доспехи. Круто. Наверняка же как-то можно побыстрее туда добраться. Ну, не знаю, там... На метле. Навигатор сбился. По сути, это должен быть домик Хагрида. Существует ли все еще Хагрид?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Кар. Прикольно. Когда-нибудь да пригодятся. Меня научили другие игры. Собирай все, что попало. Ой. Горная тропинка, горная тропинка. Ой. А, не обязательно удерживать, просто нажимаешь один раз и бежит. Лучше бегать по дорожке.
Revelio.
А, вот. Молодец. Точильный камень хороший.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Давайте начнем.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Пока нет.
I have never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Oh. Ну, поддержу.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
А что мы должны сейчас сделать?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Хороший вопрос, Сав. Так. А давайте это в следующий раз. Ну да. Всем пока!